Podcasts are hot right now. How do I know? Well, you're listening to one right now, aren't you? But you might be wondering, how on earth do I get my voice out there and start my own podcast? It all seems so intimidating. Between hosting and platforms and monetization, it can get real complicated real quick. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We started this podcast over 2 years ago, not knowing clue one on how to do it. So how do we do it? We did it with Anchor. Anchor is the free podcast app with creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And everybody likes money, right? Well, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go right now, download the free Anchor app, or go to Anchor FM to get started. It's the eCommerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your host, John Suder, Bart, Mroz, and Brittany Blackman. The eCommerce Minute is a production of SUMO Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm located in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's eCommerce Minute episode 667.
In today's episode, scooter company Bird launches Bird Pay.
Electric scooters have arrived en masse in cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Washington. One major issue over the last few years, though, is thousands of these scooters randomly dropped onto sidewalks. Some of these companies, while trying to establish a competitive advantage, ignored all the usual avenues of getting city approval to set up shop. Since the scooters are dockless, riders can just grab one, go a few blocks, and leave it where they want, causing a commotion on sidewalks and scenes of scooters strewn across wheelchair ramps and doorways. We've personally seen some of these wash up on the coast of Venice Beach. So these electric scooters, ironically enough, are becoming hazardous not only for well-being, but for the environment. And one of the most popular electric scooter brands is Bird. Bird is a micro-mobility company founded in September 2017 by Travis van der Zanden, sounds made up, formerly an executive at Lyft and at Uber. Users can rent a Bird scooter using a smartphone app, so no cash is required. When you reach your destination, the mobile app charges your payment method. Easy peasy. So now Bird is testing a new in-app purchase capability called Bird Pay. It's a move that's meant to appease local business owners plagued by hordes of scooters dumped in front of their stores. The idea is to somehow coax more Bird riders into shops where they can buy chips and soda and whatnot at the beginning or end of their rides. At participating local businesses in Los Angeles and Santa Monica, California, riders can scan a shop's QR code, enter the payment amount, and pay through the app. These local businesses include restaurants, coffee shops, and even food trucks. Businesses that sign up for Bird Pay are promised, quote, lower fees and visibility inside the Bird app for nearby riders to discover. Bird Pay could potentially be a way to foster more goodwill between Bird and other businesses, in addition to making it easier for riders to make purchases. The move to mobile-based payments is a trend that more companies are moving toward. Google Pay has been among those to roll out the option for mobile transit payments, while a slew of cities are exploring their own mobile-based options in addition to physical methods like upgrading reusable plastic cards. It's a great idea. Those scooters are a scourge. I mean, I just hear so many stories of people stepping out of the store and breaking their leg or whatever. It's a crazy thing. I don't even know how to fix that part. Bart, what do you think about this new method of payment? My opinion is there's already so many choices. How will this one break through?
I don't know. So the only place that I've seen them work really well is Venice. Like the scooters are everywhere, but they actually have these like
Docks?
little parking. Well, they have stops or parking spots that you can put them in, and you get you pay less.
Oh, so they do the reverse psychology. They encourage you to park your scooter, and then you get a discount.
Yeah, there's something like that. But I've used I don't know what it is, but Lyft has them too, and you can do it right in the app. So Lyft and Uber has those payments right in, so you can find the scooters find them everywhere.
And I think this is going to be good for the businesses that are in the, as we'll call, the affected areas, because they can't really do much about the scooters, so they might as well, what's the saying, fight what you can fight against, and I don't know, whatever that analogy is, I can't think of it right now, but if they get on board, they get more visibility inside that app. And from what I'm reading, I guess the psychology is that if you're already in the app anyway to pay for your scooter and you see, the bodega on the corner is advertised and they accept Bird Pay, you're already in the app, you might use it. Beyond that,
that might work.
I don't know. I guess it's like a little niche play because you also have, as we see, Google Pay and everybody else, it's all this other contactless payment things. I think some people just want to stick with what they know. Like
Right.
Brittany, what like if you're out and about, what are you doing? You're whipping out a debit card, or
Yeah.
you're whipping
I'm
out
whipping out that good debit card.
Yeah, I'm still whipping out the stupid debit card. I need to change my habits.
I use Apple Pay as much as I can.
You and I have both had our debit cards hacked, so maybe
Yeah, true. Maybe we should stop.
Maybe we're the dumb ones here.
Yeah, I yell at my wife all the time.
I'm such a creature of habit.
Samesies. So we have, I mean, in Asia, they have companies like Gab who've built extensive payment operations on top of their transportation apps. Uber is also testing the water. As Bart had said, they have the launch of Uber Money. I don't know if there's going to be mass adoption because, again, Bird is not everywhere. So maybe we're just thinking that this is a niche play. But again, with all this competition, I don't know how this is going to break through, except through the Bird lovers, the Bird scooter boys. What do you guys think? The Bird scooter boys. All right, close this one up a little stat time. According to Bird, 58% of Bird rides either start or finish in front of a local business. So that's good. I think that gives them an advantage for this Bird Pay. Interest in contactless payments is on the rise, with 31% of consumers surveyed interested in those types of payment offerings at the end of the last year versus 26% for the previous year. That's that courtesy of payments. And Bird last October raised some $275 million at a $2.5 billion with a B valuation. You guys have anything to add?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, everyone. Wash your hands. And also listen to our other podcast. We just launched it a few weeks ago. It's called In the Ring with SUMO Heavy. It's now just getting populated on some of the bigger platforms, but listen to it on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Overcast, all your usual suspects there. It's a different kind of podcast than this. It's more of a long form, but it's mainly about e-commerce. And we hope it'll give you some actionable information to help you run your e-commerce business in this crazy, crazy year. Got anything else, guys?
That's it.
That's it. All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at SUMO Heavy.